everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Roethlisberger's Steelers going up against Bridgewater's Vikings. With that, we send you up to US as we hook up with our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, it's the newest facility in the NFL, and it is a beauty as we come to you from US Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Minnesota Vikings. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. They come out with one back and three tight ends. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he's brought down. And for Adrian Peterson, the Vikings have yet to put him out there in the preseason, but that's not banner news. He hasn't recorded a stat in the last 5 preseasons.
And why should he? He's proven what he does in the regular season works just fine. They don't need him to have that type of a preseason. All he's going to work on, ball security drills off on the side. Don't worry about playing him during the games.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down throw for Bridgewater. Michael Pruitt, the big tight end, is intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd and 10. The starters now on offense. And Stephon Diggs, our first chance to see him today.
Brandon, remember we had this conversation about how highly recruited he was in high school. Didn't quite live up to it in college due to some injuries. But, boy, has he hit the NFL like a bomb. Stephon Diggs.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And for Le'Veon Bell, a little bit of good news for he and the Steelers with that suspension being lessened from 4 games to 3 recently.
And not that he needed any extra motivation because he is rehabbing a knee injury from last year, but that'll speed things up knowing that he can come back now for the Week 4 game against Kansas City.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Again, it's Bell. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll go for it with Bell. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Le'Veon Bell stops short of the line to gain. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Bridgewater again. This is Peterson. And some room to work. And he'll cut it out to the sideline. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a big run for AP. 40 yards on the ground. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Now Bridgewater. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. And a look at the Steelers' defensive unit.
Lawrence Timmons comes from a long line of productive Florida State players. And when I say productive, I usually mean spectacular.
Let's go. Wait, Nathan.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And here's the first NFL catch for Laquan Treadwell. Touchdown, Vikings. Laquan Treadwell, 35 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll give the Steelers a first down. They'll throw on first down. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on second. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. He sets to fire deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. This offense has some speed, and certainly Martavis Bryant, he has some speed.
He has that, and he has size. That's what makes him so difficult to cover. Because just when you think you have to play him one way, the other attribute kicks in. Martavis Bryant could be an all-star real soon.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He'll return it from the 6. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
Let's go.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
Get ready. 180. 180.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Second down, Bridgewater. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they've got it here with a first down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right.
Get ready. White nine. Tiger.
Slot man moves right. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. Well, Charles, last week we did some fantasy draft talk, and we've got more drafts coming up this week. The Madden draft on September 1st that I'm in, so give me a few names who's poised for a breakout.
I can't wait to follow this throughout the year and see how you're doing.
You're going to laugh at me.
You know, you've gone into the Shark Tank here. All right, some big-time players, but what little bit I know about it, I know you've got to start with a runner, right? Is it a Todd Gurley? Is it a Ezekiel Elliott? Is it an Adrian Peterson? I keep hearing Antonio Brown from the Pittsburgh Steelers may be the number one pick for everyone
and
all throughout fantasy world.
Odell Beckham up toward the top as well.
Oh, without a doubt. And I'm telling you something, I'm going to give you one. I'm going to give you my sleeper on that. Jordy Nelson with the Green Bay Packers. He is back. He's ready to go. And Aaron Rodgers is motivated this year. I think that there'll be a big-time connection.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Bridgewater again. Now he's football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case,
that's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Cordero Patterson, 55 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his RAC, right? RAC?
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And the Steelers set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Eight yards still remaining here on third down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On third down, Roethlisberger. Hauled in by Wheaton over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on fourth down with Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
And they pick up the first down on a fourth down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on third down or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now. The good signal calls would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He can run for it, and he will. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Little motion now from the tight end. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Peterson alone in the backfield. Here's Bridgewater. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They come up in an offset eye. They run. Peterson. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 1:59 to go in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
Now Peterson running right. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Peterson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
A play fake to Peterson. Now Bridgewater. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Michael Pruitt, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. This time, Roethlisberger will throw. Looking deep downfield. Trying to get it to Wheaton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland.